autumn, I'm actually going to do a review on the Nest perfumes. I will show you. I got the little sampler kit of the Nest perfumes from Sephora a little over a week ago, and I wanted to give myself an opportunity to wear them and to see how they wore. So I chose one each day, and then I took notes as to how it wore. So I'm just going to go through that, and I'm going to tell you each one that I wore, how long it wore, kind of what it smelled like to me, and then all that fun stuff. So what I'm also going to do is, though, and it might take a second, I'm going to go on the Sephora website after I describe each individual scent and tell you what they said it was supposed to smell like. So I haven't looked to see what they said it smelled like. I've just pretty much put in what my nose told me. Alright, so the first scent that I wore is called Amazon Lily, and here is a little glimpse of it. And so in my notes, I put it's a tart floral. Yeah, and it almost smelled like Victoria's Secret Love Spell, but like a more sophisticated version of it. So if you didn't want to smell like, if you liked that scent of Victoria's Secret Love Spell, but it was like a little too sweet or tart or, you know, whatever for you, to me this just smelled really similar. It was very reminiscent of Victoria's Secret Love Spell. The tartness lasted me for about 10 minutes to a half hour, and then it just kind of went to just like a sweet floral smell. And let's see, I put suitable for all ages, but more of a spring fragrance for me. The scent did not last very long on my skin. It only lasted for like 2 hours and before I felt like I really needed to reapply it. The next scent is Passiflora, and it looks like that. So I'm assuming, like, is Passiflora like passion fruit and floral? I don't know if that's supposed to be like a play on words. I have no idea. But anyway, I put sweet floral. It seemed kind of fruity, but not like really fruity. It was almost like a melon fruitiness. And yeah, and it was just a slightly sweet floral. So not like a fruity, it wasn't too fruity. And it lasted for hours. Okay, yeah, so it did last very well. The next one was White Sandalwood, and it looks like that. And my notes, it was a very creamy, cedary smell. And then the creaminess kind of went away after a couple of hours, and then it was just a very soft cedar type smell to me. Although I guess it would be sandalwood and not cedar, but I don't have a really refined nose to tell the difference. But it was like a really nice woody scent. And it did last for hours, and it was really nice. And then I did Dahlia and Vine. At first it kind of smelled like a, yeah, it kind of smelled like a floral. You didn't really smell the lushness of the vines. That, like the green, I guess, of it. But it finally came out, yeah, it wore for about 4 to 5 hours, so it wasn't like an all-day scent. But it did wear for a good while. And it dried down to more of a green scent. So like you could still smell the floral, but then I guess the vine scent actually started to come out a little bit later. And then the last one I tried on, which is the one that I have on today, and it's still going strong, is Midnight Fleur. And this is a very creamy, ambery scent, kind of musky, it's kind of deep. It's a good scent for night or for fall. And yeah, so it's lasted for hours. I think this is the strongest of all the scents. I think I wrote that down too. The notes I took on it was the strongest scent, musky, creamy, ambery. So, yeah, so that is pretty much what they all smell like to me. They're all very pleasant scents. None of them I think anybody would find offensive. But, I don't know, they're just very pleasant scents. I think all of them are suitable for the office, something like that. But if you're wanting like a really unique signature scent, I think the one that was the most unique would probably have been the one I'm wearing today, which is Midnight Fleur. That I think is really recognizable. But these are all just really simple scents. I think this would be a great idea to get as a gift for somebody, because you do get to try out all of these. Each of these are 1/4 of an ounce. So you get 1¼ ounces for $38 in the kit, and that's a pretty good deal. The one thing that stinks is though these do not have sprayers. So you actually have to like put it on your finger and apply it, or apply it straight to the wrist, and I don't like that because I feel like you get like skin particles or whatever. It's just like a hygiene issue for me. So I'm not thrilled about the application. Or it would have been nice, since this is like the same amount in all of the roller balls, if they, I think their roller balls are like 1/4 ounce, if they would have just given you a thing of roller balls, and I would have been willing to pay a little bit more for that. A roller ball is $25 though, so this is a really, really great value for what, you know, for what you get. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and oh, I told you that I was going to go through on my computer and tell you what each one's supposed to smell like. Okay, Midnight Fleur. Black Amber, Vanilla Orchid, Lang Lang, Rhubarb, Jasmine, Blue, Cyclamen, Green Apple, Patchouli, Tonka Bean, Exotic Woods. And I think in the notes I wrote musky, creamy, ambery. So you definitely smell the musk of the patchouli, the vanilla, and jasmine creaminess, and the amber. So I guess I was pretty on with that. So, but a lot of these scents, like the green apple, that pretty much got lost for me. I didn't really smell the green apple. Okay, next. The Dahlia and Vine says it has bergamot, lychee, pink pepper, peony, rose, daffodil, green, and then vanilla, white, amber, and raspberry. And I put Dahlia and Vines as a floral, and then it smelled green to me. So when I said green, that's just all it says is green is the scent. So, and it dried down to the green. I could smell that. I couldn't smell any of the raspberry or the amber, but I could definitely smell the green and the peony. Didn't really smell a whole lot of the rose either, but it's still a pleasant scent. Amazon Lily says it's got Amazon Lily, Brazilian Lime, Tangerine, Bergamot, Galapagos Driftwood, White Musk. And I wrote that it didn't last very long, so I think maybe it just didn't have enough of a bottom note to last very long on the skin. And I put it had a really good tartness, so that was probably the Brazilian Lime and the Tangerine. So I don't know, it's a pleasant scent. It's, like I said, a more sophisticated version of Victoria's Secret Love Spell. Okay, so Passiflora says passion flower, water hyacinth, lily of the valley, magnolia, greens, watery nuances, Andrew pear, cantaloupe, melon, blackcurrant, and sandalwood. That's the one that I said that I could smell some melon in it. So, and that it was like sweet but not overly fruity sweet, and it had a light floral. So that's, I was pretty on with that. So, and it did last for hours, like I said. So I'm sorry if some of this seems redundant because I totally forgot to do this part. And then I think the last one is the white sandalwood. And the reason I bought this kit were the two scents that, from reading the notes, that appealed to me the most were the white sandalwood and Midnight Fleur when I originally had looked at this. And I didn't really see the notes, I just love the smell of sandalwood. But anyway, it says white sandalwood, mimosa, acacia blossom, I think that's how you pronounce that, I could be totally wrong. Creamy almond, exotic spices, musk, and cedar. Okay, I said I smelled cedar, although it was sandalwoods, but yeah, you definitely smell the cedar in it. And I put creamy cedar, soft cedar for the sandalwood, and it lasts for hours. So the creamy, it says creamy almond, exotic spices. So yeah, and it says it's supposed to be sophisticated, exotic, and warm. So I think what these say they smell like, they do smell like, and I don't know, they're just really pleasant scents. Like nothing that I think would offend anybody, nothing really stinks, but again, nothing super, super unique either. So I think these are perfect office scents. I don't know, I think the ones that I think this is a great little set for year round too, because in the winter time I think Midnight Fleur would be great for me. The fall I enjoy the white sandalwood, and then in spring and summer I enjoy Amazon Lily, Passiflora, and Dahlia and Vines. And honestly, Amazon Lily and Dahlia and Vine would probably be spring, and then the Passiflora is a definite summer scent for me because it does have that fun, fruity feel to it. But anyway, I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!